if you're not going to go to a chain, I mean, what restaurants that are sit-down restaurants don't have entrees that are under $25 these days anyways? I mean,
I don't know. I noticed the last few years restaurant prices actually coming down.
mm-hmm.
You know, even, I mean, like nice restaurants in certain areas, just and offering deals and stuff to get, I guess, to bring people back after the recession. Now you're catering to a different, you're catering to a very niche audience, though. You know. Steve Jimbo, I read that one. Now.
Jerry's got a 3-bet here with 10s, and Husky makes this call.
It was, interestingly enough, I'll talk about it after the hand.
And again,
Husky called?
Yeah, I wonder if Husky's deep enough to make this call.
No,
55 more. This is still.
And oddly enough, by the way, Jack 10 of hearts is actually one of the hands. Like Jack 10, Queen Jack, those are the hands I actually don't want to call as much with, just because. I'd rather have 5-6. Just because I think a lot of the cards that help your hand in terms of straight cards and stuff like that might be in your opponent's hand. And I don't know how often my opponent's 3-betting near the hand worse than, pocket 7, say.
Now, the flip side of that, though, is if you're deep, maybe that means you can flop big over big, though, because you need his cards.
Yeah, no, for sure. If you're deep, right. In this case, I mean, Husky's got $700. He's got 140 big blinds. Certainly not deep enough. I announced last Tuesday, and I'll say it again, that I'm really, really excited and very proud to be. I was hired by Poker Player magazine to be their editor, and we're launching that magazine in March. They have a UK version already, and then we're launching the US version in March. And I was considering contacting Jay Noonan to get his side. But it certainly, at this point, it doesn't seem like there is his side. It doesn't seem like there is a point in doing it.
Look at this. Husky is bluff raised here. Now, if you play this hand back, he raised, you 3-bet with 10s, and he calls. Is he, how often are you seeing guys flat aces and kings in this spot?
I got into a hand like this with the other day against a limit poker player, and it was a very similar situation, and I had ace-queen, and I just re-raised him because I knew he never had an 8, and I knew he was raising to get information. And I jotted it down because it's a hand that I might talk about on a podcast, and really get into detail. But this is a spot where, to me, this is just a raise where it's either with air or it's like a raise to find out where I'm at with like 7s or 9s.
Yeah, but did he ever play aces or kings like super cagey where he just called the?
Yeah, occasionally, but could he have aces or kings? Yeah, I'm not going to say he can't, but. What I've found in this game, what I've found is he has some mid-pocket pair way more often than he has aces or kings.
And the other thing, too, for Husky is, if he thinks that Jerry has ace-king, sometimes you can risk less by just calling on the flop and then betting the turn. And then he just checks. River is a 7. So if you think the guy's finding out where he's at, you're going to value bet 10s here, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I just don't think he ever has jacks plus here. Once he checks back the turn. Now, if you think there's a chance your opponent's bluffing, now Husky's thinking about it. And should I bluff? Should I not bluff? And now he's going to suddenly pound away. Now, to me, he's got 7s or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
His pocket 7s are absolutely nothing. Now, unfortunately, if I was in Jerry's spot, 7s are one of the hands that I put him on.
You don't think he raises jacks, checks back the turn, and bets the river like this or anything like that?
I don't know Husky that well. We've seen him play jacks kind of strange earlier on, so you never know. Could be.
Getting pretty good pot odds here. You're only going to be good maybe 1 out of 4 times.
The question is this, though. If you put your opponent on a raise to find out where he's at, let's say you didn't think he had bluffs in his range, mm-hmm. and he was actually raising to find out where he's at, would he actually bet 9s or 6s here on the river?
No, probably not.
Well,
then you call the raise on the flop.
Then it becomes really difficult to make a call because then you're going, well, I can't beat 7s, I can't beat jacks. What can I actually beat?
Well,
I can only beat a stone cold bluff.
A bluffing frequency,
right.
Basically.
because there's no value hand that you can beat that Husky would bet here. I mean, unless Husky got would he bet nines? Maybe. He bet jacks earlier on for value.
Yeah, I don't know if he's raising and then basically getting called in the flop.
And then betting?
And then checking turn and then betting
Probably
river.
not.
I think he takes a showdown.
Yeah, I tend to
Sometimes
agree with
people raise the flop almost for pot control to go like free card.
I might lay this down. I mean, it would be... And
wow.
Jerry does as well.
And Jerry lays it down and
Husky
shows it.
Now, the funny
is that
thing
just because you just don't see people bluff that much at this level?
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is, though, I'm probably not in that situation because I'm probably betting tens for value on
the river.
On the river. I'm probably bet folding the river. You know what I mean? That's the only interesting thing is that I'm probably betting a couple $100 on the river, and if my opponent shoves, I'll fold, putting him on pocket sevens. But hey, Girl Scout cookies are coming out again. I'm not buying any this year. That's it.
When did they come out?
I don't know.
Can you still?
Somebody just. I'll put it on. My niece just contacted me to buy some.
Can you not like buy them on